haven't done a board game for a while, have we?
No, it's been about 7 or 8 months, I think, since we've done one of these. And we've come straight in with the best, so let me tell you.
You can't wait, can you?
I
think you can...
I don't... There's a lot of things. I've never seen this before. I don't know how we've got it, and I'm not entirely sure why we're playing it. So there's a lot going on for me.
Well, I chose it.
Okay.
Because you were indecisive. And not me for a change. So this is called Heartthrob.
It's such an 80s word as well, isn't it? He's such a
heartthrob. It was made in
heartthrob.
1989 by Milton Bradley.
Okay.
It's obviously aimed at girls. And I like how it says as well, exclusive Heartthrob catalogue inside.
Yeah, I did spot that. What's that all about?
This is the catalogue.
Right.
I was expecting something a bit bigger.
Yeah, like when you think of a catalogue, you mean something that's more than 2 pages, really. That's a leaflet.
You're going to want this. So basically, this little leaflet enables you to have sent to your address for like a small fee. I mean, $2.50, $1.99 for a picture frame, and it's like a heart-shaped picture frame. You can have a little nightie, a little nice lingerie set, some little bubbles.
A lingerie
backpack.
set, and this is aimed at teenage girls.
Yes.
Oh,
unless, of course, you specifically would like any
that backpack.
Do you like the backpack? It's good, isn't it?
Oxen, they're based in Wallingford.
Maybe we should contact them.
It's £5 for a backpack. Doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good deal, and I mean if you were a teenager at the time or a young girl, that's cool. But the catalogue, it's not a catalogue. It's a leaflet.
Well, let's call it what it is.
Bet Shaftu is still in. Basically, the aim of the game is to find out who your opponent fancies. Quite frankly. What guy your opponent fancies?
I thought it'd be Dream Foam. Nope, the other way round.
No.
So I've got to guess which one of these hunks that you fancy.
Although there's quite a lot of hunks.
Oh, right, okay, I thought it was just 3.
In the pack. I mean, you've got quite a nice range there.
Are they hand drawn?
Sean, Kevin, you've got Bill.
Oh, these names, these 90s names. That's what names came out of.
So we have to shuffle
Are they
those
drawn?
in a minute. No, they're not hand drawn.
Can I have a look at the top one, for example?
No, they're not hand drawn.
Oh, oh my god. This is...
He's a beauty.
He is a 50-year-old semi-retired geography teacher.
But he's quite good looking.
Look, no product on his hair. In sight. In sight.
So this... So basically this is saying choosing the man in your life has never been this much fun before. And I mean, this sounds fun.
Steve.
So basically it's split into 3 rounds.
Right.
And the first round is called Would You Like to Dance?
Right.
The second round, Will You Go to a Party With Me on Saturday Night? And the third round, Do You Want to Be My Girlfriend?
so do I have to fill this in? This because those questions are on this sheet.
We start by, let me just double check. There's your little Sharpie.
Thank you.
So you have to put your name on the top box of the score sheet, so we'll do that now.
Well, I'm lucky because Britt's a unisex name, so I can still kind of...
Okay.
Oh, I see you've given me the dodgy pen as well. Good, good. Oh no, it should be okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. The pen doesn't work. Can we share pens?
No.
You're looking around like there's going to be a pen within arm's reach.
Okay.
Hope your pen doesn't work.
Let me get you a pen, shall I?
Okay, I'll keep them entertained. I don't know what's after that. Is that tequila? Tequila? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Just use your brown pen.
Oh, brown pen. Good. I should have got that first off.
Yeah.
Right. Boom.
Right. Let me write my name in.
Make sure it's not going through. It is. Other players' names. So I just guess I write yours here. Okay.
Okay, so now we've done that.
So I'm really intrigued by this. I have no idea how to play, so...
So if you shuffle the...
Has someone coloured in the H and Heartthrob on the inside of that?
They have got a board and coloured it in, yeah.
Okay. But then they stopped... After they did H, they were like, oh, I'm not bored anymore. So we should colour the rest of it in.
So you need to... you will not colour anything in with that pen. So you have to shuffle the Heartthrob deck of men.
Right.
and then
Someone's
you...
in an awkward size. These cards would not fit in a young girl's hands, by the way. I'm stretching to get my fingers around them. Right then.
That's a little example there. They're really loving it, and we should have got the scrunchies out, really.
Scrunchies.
Okay, so you pick 3 cards. You take 3 off the top.
Okay.
And put them in the stands.
Facing us, so you can see them.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't make fun.
No, fun.
He's cute.
There's Ian. Oh, Jessie. There you go. And finally, or at least Adam is kind of like an 80s hunk. At least he's actually someone I can understand girls fancying.
So I've shuffled, the next thing to do was to shuffle these little Heartthrob decks here, which I've done purple, green, yellow and
He's 30.
orange.
Okay.
So we're on round 1.
Right.
And this is called Would You Like to Dance?
Right.
So basically these lovely dudes are asking you to dance. So basically, choose the boy you want to dance with by studying the pictures and make your choice and secretly write his name on the sheet. So don't tell me, and I can see your pad, so you're going to have to...
Oh, yeah,
do you want to borrow a PS2 game?
If I can. Oh, good one though. Incredible Hulk. You can have Jumanji back.
Jumanji's good, and I didn't know we had that. Yeah. Choose one that you would like to dance with. But really look at the pictures first and to make your decision. And then decide which boy each of your opponents would choose for themselves. So in the...
Oh, okay, so I have to choose who I think you would
under my name as well, you have to
who
say
you would
who
want to
I
dance
would want to dance with, yes. In the box. So when we finished filling in our score sheets, each of you must reveal her choice, or his choice in this case.
Thank you very much.
As the choices are revealed, circle your correct guesses, score 1 point for each correct guess, and make a note of your score on the score sheet. Do not score points for your own answer. So we only get points for if we get yours right.
Your own? Oh, because I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, well, I guessed all mine right, so I get 3 points.
Okay. Have a look. This is why it's very important as well to be quiet. To be quiet, quite frankly. No, when you're dealing the cards, you're making comments. Now that's gonna...
I'll give you tips.
Oh, so you can't change your answers now?
Oh, no, that's fine. I've written my answer down. I don't think I'm going to change from it. The hardest part of this game is going to not snort with laughter every time I see any one of these people.
Done.
So who does Faye fancy? Is it going to be the man who's clearly in his late 40s? Is it going to be a young Nicolas Cage who works at Butlins? Or is it going to be someone's geeky... That's Ferguson from...
Oh, is it though?
No!
Oh.
It could be.
It could, yeah.
Right, okay, the Ferg. Okay, so... Right, okay, so that's it. What are these cards for then?
So they... Wait.
Oh, so we're going to do
This is round 2 next.
Oh, okay.
So then we've got the lovely...
Man in his mid-40s.
Ian.
That's
We've got
Adam.
the lovely... Oh, that's Adam.
There's Nicolas
Jessie.
Cage who works at Butlins.
Now you say it. And this is Ian.
Someone's dorky younger brother.
Yeah. So each of these lovely men have asked us to dance. Well, not lovely men, they're teens. Have asked us to dance.
He is a fully grown man. That's my father.
Okay, calm down. So I think that so do I tell
She hasn't read the rules.
so I've got to reveal your choice. It's quite complicated. So
Complicating.
I think you've asked Adam to dance.
You would be wrong, because I am playing this game in character as a 13-year-old girl, and he is old enough to be my father. So I went for Ian, because he works at Butlins, right? And he looks like the least threatening one.
Okay,
So I think
that wrong.
he's the one that looks closest to my age.
Okay, I had that wrong then.
And I have to say who you went for. I reckon you went for Adam. because he's the one who's actually attractive. He hasn't got like a curly perm mullet, for example. Did you go for curly perm Nicolas Cage Butlin's boy?
But I wish I'd gone for Ian.
We all do. We all do.
No, because I like the kid, you know, he's the kid brother, and who's actually, and you know he's going to be nice, he's not going to mess you about that night, he will turn up to dance, and he'll be really, like, half your size.
That's true, actually.
But
you know he would dance like this as well.
I know, and then when you said Nicolas Cage, I mean, I'm sorry, Nicolas Cage, but no.
Yeah, he looks a bit like David Hasselhoff, actually. So, okay, so
no,
I get...
Not.
So we both got wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get no points, good.
Nil point.
I'd like to point out there's nowhere to write your actual total points, by the way. It's a bit of a design flaw. Pardon me. So...
They've all got nicknames on here as well, like, his nickname is Lips. We've got captain of the football team and the class clown.
What are these cards for?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I feel like this is QVC.
So round 2...
Right.
Is will you go to a party with me on Saturday night?
Right.
There probably wouldn't be drinks involved, you know that.
No, it's squash, isn't it?
So in this round, the 3 boys are inviting us to a party individually, of course. But before you and your opponents accept, you want to find out a little more about these chaps.
Chaps.
One of you takes the top 3 green and the top 3 yellow cards from their piles and place them face up on the spaces provided on the game board.
So top 3 green and top 3 yellow.
Yep.
So I put them face up.
Yeah. And then you read the cards aloud.
Okay, so I'll do this for the benefit of the camera, okay? So let me pop these down first. Okay, so the yellow cards...
And the reason why you're doing this, you basically take into consideration the characteristics of the boys, and you make your choice for yourself and your opponents. Your answers may differ from those in the first round.
Okay, so this describes Adam as a school bully and wants to win Wimbledon. It describes Jesse as a real chauvinist and hopes to win the world record for the longest kiss. And this one says, nicknamed Cool Cat and wants to act in an Aussie soap opera. So, what does that mean? What happens now? So I have to...
So they're basically all asking us, or asking as an individual, do you want to go to a party on Saturday night? Do you want to come with me?
And these are their characteristics?
Yes.
Right, so, and I have to choose, based on this, which one I would go to a party with?
Yeah.
And the same thing you have to guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite,
Fun?
yeah.
Why not?
Right. So you basically score points as we did in the first action.
So,
this game is going to be quite over quite quickly unless you have to keep moving through the pack.
Shall I say why I've chosen what I've chosen? For you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll go through the 2 that you haven't chosen, right? You wouldn't go for a school bully because you don't have bullies and you have no interest in tennis. Who would go on a first dance date or, you know, out for a party with a chauvinist and who wants to do a longest kiss? Which is a mix because he's obviously like a player but also a total utter loser. Now, this man, Ian, right, he is not a cool cat.
He's got a nice tie, though.
Yeah, that's what all the girls are after.
His was quite old-fashioned, isn't it? And like,
his mum's done it.
His mum's done it,
What's
yeah.
it- so
She's got a gel out.
He's told the teenage girl, oh yeah, they call me Cool Cat in school, and he wants to be an actor, right? Now, his mother does his hair, he's given himself the nickname of Cool Cat. You go to the party with him, he's going to have a Game Boy in his pocket. He's going to pull up that Game Boy and you're going to play it. So, which is what I would like to do at one of these parties. Because there's no booze to drink, so everyone's underage. So I'd rather play Tetris. I reckon you want to play Tetris with Ian. And run your hand through his mum's hair.
His mum's hair?
Your hands through his hair that was done by his mum.
Oh, let me bring your mum.
Yeah, can I go back and run my hand through your mother's hair, Ian? Right, so that's my choice is Ian for you.
Yes.
And what was your, you basically one of these, did you? So
Yeah.
So you thought it would be interesting to talk to somebody who wants to be an actor who's a cool cat.
Well, not particularly that he wanted to be an Aussie soap actor. But he just looks really nice, and you know, again, he's going to show up to the dance. he looks like he's dressed quite smart. I mean,
By
part
his
of
mum.
me is saying, again, go with this guy.
Oh, you're a slapper. You want to go out with a chauvinist who wants to kiss you? I see me and Jesse aren't going to get along.
So part of me wants to go out with Jesse.
Ventura.
But aside from the fact he's a chauvinist,
Yeah. Apart from that, tiny
and
minor
I can imagine
character
that
flaw.
I'd probably pick him, and I'd get upset, and before the dance and after the dance.
Just be you want to go with him because you'd be upset.
I'm not be upset, but like I know he would upset me.
But you know that in his bedroom he's got a master system.
Yeah. He's cool. He's playing Tetris all day long.
So
I think you've chosen Ian as well.
darn right I did, for the same reasons as you, because he's got a Game Boy in his pocket and a master system in his attic.
Yeah.
So I get 1 point, and you do.
Yeah.
So then, this leads us on to the third round. I'll get rid of these hard.
I think we should do 2 rounds of this.
Okie dokie. Someone's king.
So round 3. Do you want to be my girlfriend? It's a very serious question, Britt.
Oh no, I don't know why I laughed. Sorry, Ian.
So in this round, all 3 boys are asking you to go out with them. Things are getting serious. Before making any decisions, one of you draws the top 3 cards from the purple and orange pack, so I'll do that now. Place them face up. So basically now we found out a bit more about our
Things
our
are getting
boys.
serious, and they're just about to ask you for the first date. That's
Yeah.
not serious.
So orange and purple, so I've got
You're doing this, are you?
orange,
That's
that's
purple.
purple, and orange. Okay,
So what happens now?
so these are... Oh no, we need to keep these to me.
Oh, so this finishes off the kind of character
Oh yeah,
traits.
look, can I... It's just down, isn't it?
Oh jeez.
Don't look yet.
You're not supposed to look. I'm looking at them. What's
So I've
going
got to say here.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Okay, so Adam has a pet spider in his desk, because why wouldn't he? He'd be my friend.
Mhm.
And he's a teacher's pet. Jesse likes clothes that are torn, ripped or faded, and is always getting into fights. Again, alright. Ian wants to spend his holidays at a nudist camp.
Mhm.
Has some fairy dice but no car.
So now, what I have to again make another further
Yeah,
guess
based
based on this.
Yeah. Because he's asking you, do you want to be my girlfriend? I guess this is the decider from what he's just said. Aside from all these other traits, this is the decider.
Okay. Right then. I reckon that you've gone with Adam because although he's a school bully and he wants to win Wimbledon, which kind of doesn't matter, you do like spiders, so he's got a spider in his desk. And he's the teacher's pet. I know that he is handsome. I think that you could turn around his evil ways. Because he's obviously a teacher's pet and has a spider. He's an animal lover and he wants to be loved. So I think you've changed from Ian to Adam in the final round because you think you can turn him around as a person. Was I right?
Yeah. And for those reasons. I like the fact that a pet spider. I used to have a pet spider. Penny.
Say
Yeah.
your full name.
Lady Penelope.
Thank you. So,
She was a chill your rules.
what,
And for you, I've gone where I didn't think you don't like spiders.
no, I do not.
So
Thanks for buying one, Faye.
I don't think you lived it. I don't think you'd have chosen Adam, because if you sat next to him in school as well, I mean, he's going to whip out his spider any
If I
time.
was sat next to him in school, I'd be saying, Dad, why are you in school?
Yeah.
You're 35.
But, teacher's pet. Yeah. Jesse, I thought, likes clothes that are torn, ripped or faded. I mean, you could go for that.
Basically, he's skinned.
But then he's always getting into fights. I mean, bully territory, I don't think you'd like that.
No.
Ian, you'd probably want to go to a nudist camp as well. And the fact he's got fairy dice, I think you're a bit like, oh, God, you need to sell that on eBay or something. Stop carrying it around like a purse. So I think you would have gone with Ian though. Right?
Yes, yeah, I did. I've had Ian all 3 rounds, and I've always been a faithful girlfriend. So I stuck with Ian. See, you flip flop between Adam, Ian, and Adam.
Yeah.
You harlot.
I should have gone from all of them, I think.
You had thoughts of Jessie, did you? Yeah, you did. You were flip-flopping, weren't you? So, do you want to do another round of this?
Yeah.
You're
we
keen,
can
yeah?
continue to write on the same sheet for me, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just carry on. Okay.
So we'll get rid of these. He's just jealous because I've got the pack of Heartthrob cards. Cards.
Cardiff, that is.
Okay, so shuffle, shuffle. Where'd you put the other three?
They're on the bottom. That's why I said not to shuffle them. If we see Ian and Jessie or Adam one more time.
Okay. So we have, first up, Steve.
Has he got a guitar? Oh.
Again, it's Steve.
Come on now, Steve. Be a keeper.
We've got Jim.
Leopard print guitar. And he hasn't got a
Jim
top
here.
on. I think that's Tom.
Well, he has got a top on.
He's got a
And
rally hat
we
on.
have Andy.
Oh, he's a
He
cool
looks
guy.
cool in whatever he wears. He's wearing sunglasses. So, there we have it. Again, these lovely trio are asking us to go to a dance. Which one would you pick based on first impressions?
Oh, God. Well,
Don't tell me, write it down.
okay.
This is quite tough.
Yeah.
Well, nice looking.
Hang on. Okay.
Okay. Right. I think you've gone with, as a guitarist yourself, you were going to pick Steve.
It's with
Musician in
many reservations, but the reason I did choose Steve is because that's a BC Rich, and they're quite expensive, so I'm assuming he's got a bit of money behind him.
His parents, yeah.
So I think it'll be a short blast of relationship, but
Would you tell him to wear a wig as well?
I would tell him to shave his head and put a top on underneath that leather jacket, and learn to play guitar because he's not holding it properly.
Yeah, you just wouldn't...
There's a lot of things wrong with this image. But yeah, and I reckon you went with Jim because he looks like the kind of guy you feel sorry for, quite frankly.
Feel sorry for? Why do you feel sorry
I
for
think
him?
there's magic in the air there. I mean, look at his clothes.
Well, Britt, I did pick Jim. We're laughing.
No, I'm not laughing. That was a weird cough. I'm not laughing at Jim at all.
But because he's got a bike and he's obviously quite... I could get on the back of his bike as well, and we could ride to the park or...
No, that's a racing bike, Faye. You wouldn't be able to do that. It's,
Yeah, you would.
it's probably a custom built frame and stuff.
Yeah, but
so-
I'd be a teenager.
Okay.
So we were both right then.
Yeah, so I got a point there.
Okay. So after all that, we've been to the we have been
What?
to the dance, and we've been asked out again on another date. Except the other two are asking us as well in science class.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Just quick little backstory.
A little backstory, is it? Okay, so I'll read these out. You can do the next ones. So Steve, who's not wearing a shirt under his leather jacket, runs the school drama club and wants to work for world peace. Work for world peace, like it's a company. Not work towards it, work for it.
He pretty means that, doesn't he?
He's a bit thick. Jim writes music reviews for the local paper and hopes to become a Hollywood stuntman.
Oh,
fits in.
Yeah.
There's lots of cycling films. And Andy, the only boy in the synchronized swimming team, and wants to farm pigs.
Oh, this is tough. Okay.
Okay. Right then.
So I think that you want to go to a party with Jim.
I do want to go to party.
Because he writes music reviews, and being a music lover yourself, I think Steve freaked you out a little bit without his t-shirt.
Yes.
So although
And his thickness.
he's pretty mean as well, he wants to work for
He
world
can mean
peace.
well, but he can be thick as well, can't he? But no,
But I reckon he's a bit of a clown. He went, without his shirt, you know, he's a clown. But the fact he writes music reviews for the local newspaper is quite nice. You want to write for
and he
their
wants to be a
music.
Hollywood stuntman. I reckon that this is a bad picture of Jim, and I think this is him in character for one of his films, off his like home reel.
Yeah, he's pretty got like a stunt wig on, isn't he? He's pretty bald in real life.
A stunt wig, a stig. So I think you went for Jim as well.
Yeah?
Did it really? Another point for me.
I just thought he sounds quite cool. He hopes to become a Hollywood stuntman. He's so young and yeah, he knows his passion. Like
Yeah, and his passion is carrying a bicycle around. He's not even like on it in the picture. Anyway.
he's cool.
And whatever he wears.
Okay, so right. This is the decider.
It is.
Are you feeling a bit nervous?
No, I'm keen.
So one of these beauties is gonna ask you out, so
One of these demons.
not looking yet, not looking yet. Stop reading. You'll find out
In good time.
in good time. Okay, so Steve runs a successful dog walking business. He's busy. And he's been known to change places with his twin brother when taking girls out. Ooh. Jim claims to have kissed half the girls in the school twice. And likes to set the animals free in biology class. And then we have Andy, who races motorcycles and chews gum and sticks it under his desk. Take your pick.
I'm a bunch of keepers.
Okay.
I
haven't finished yet.
Oh, right.
I'm excited to go on your date, aren't you? Right, done.
I think you've gone for Jim because these two are just unbelievable examples of humans. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Like, wants to work for world peace, runs a successful dog walking business. He basically takes people's dogs for a walk, and has been known to change places with taking. I don't know. So it's a bit of a boy. This guy just seems like a foof. But I think this is the only one who's actually like dateable. The only bad thing in this entire list is that he claims to have kissed
But
half
he's
the
just
girls.
claimed, isn't
But
he?
he's claiming it, isn't he? He's trying to be cool.
Of course you're going to try and be cool to woo a girl, sort of thing.
He may kiss all the girls in the school twice, but he'll not even need to kiss me once. It doesn't quite make sense.
No.
You get what I mean.
Of course. Maybe.
So yeah, I think you went for Jim.
I liked how he set the animals free in biology class. I did pick Jim. I did.
You did. So we basically both went for Jim. You were team Jim the whole way down, and I was initially Steve because of his BC Rich, but then I just had to change.
But then you're going to be going on a date with potentially his brother and you wouldn't know it. They could be just taking you for a ride.
The chances of two men. I'd know if it was his brother, because his brother would, I assume, have a top on. So I'd be like, oh, you're not wearing just a leather jacket, half unzipped.
Yeah, this is true, this is true. And don't you have a tan there as well?
Yeah, and like if it's hot enough to have a tan, and yet wear like a really thick leather jacket, he'd be stinking of sweat as well. And he's got a mullet. I got 5 points in total.
And ooh, what do I have? Ooh.
Stop singing.
No, hang on.
That's right, you fixed your point.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What? Oh, so it's a draw.
Oh no, sorry, 4.
Thank you. So yeah.
So you won your date of your dreams.
I only ever win like the girls' games, like Dream Phone. This.
So is it true that choosing the man in your life has never been this much fun before?
I have never had so much fun pointing out which man fancies me. That is true. So this is actually truth. She looks like the girl from
Super High? No. Save the Bell?
No, she looks like the girl from The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis.
Oh, she could be.
She could generally be 18. No, she's a bit young, 89.
On the popcorn bus.
So what would you give? I would give this. This to me, right, is kind of got the Dream Phone thing where it's ostensibly kind of a really like stupid girls game, but
it's not a stupid girls game.
No, it's a very basic girls game. Like, who fancies you?
So if you were
when you play it as an adult, it's really fun to just look at the pictures and the descriptions.
So if you were a teenage boy then, and you were playing the girl version of this, would you, you'd pick the girl?
Oh, okay.
It's quite cool. you know.
It
on a
would.
date.
Well, the thing is, picking out which one of these men who are clearly like in the late teens and early 20s fancies me is fun. If I was choosing which 13-year-old girl fancied me, and I'm as a boy, that would just be a bit weird. So I find it better for me that it's aimed at teenage girls, and I'm clearly not that. So
I completely agree.
I would give this an 8 out of 10. I had a good laugh with it. It's quick as well, so if you're playing it as a party game with like a few people, how many players have they got up to?
6.
Yeah.
And it basically states that average playing time is 20 minutes.
This could replace our yearly Dream Phone game at Christmas, because I think with a load of people.
I think it'd come after Dream Phone.
Yeah, it'd be a good one because it is fun. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but actually fun, and not just designed for people who aren't fun. It'd be funny for a few minutes like that game is.
Yeah.
So I think I'd choose this over Cards Against Humanity. And for me, is it a Dream Phone beta?
No.
Because it doesn't. It doesn't rely on technology and people pressing the reset button on the phone.
It's more magical, isn't it? You're picking up that telephone and you've got boys calling you, and brilliant.
I think I prefer this to Dream Phone.
But there's another one in the mix, and it's called Party Mania, and it's a VHS based.
Like Atmosphere?
We currently have, exactly like Atmosphere. I think we should play that next.
Okay.
It's like a dream date kind of game.
Oh, good.
It's the one I thought was called Dream Date, but it's called Party Mania.
So what would you give this out of 10?
For me, Dream Phone is up there. Heartthrob is in the middle so far. Heartthrob is brilliant. I'll give it that. And again, if you're getting ready for a night out and you've got like 10 minutes to spare, you could just pop this in, and it is fun.
Yeah.
Whereas Dream Phone is a bit longer, but you need the time to do and go through it properly, because
you have to drink in Dream Phone.
One wrong move and
the game is ruined.
Yeah. Or you press the wrong button. Do you remember we played that once and someone pressed the wrong button?
I was irritating.
And all you could do is be...
So, don't avoid the question, what would you give this out of 10?
I would give this 6.
6? Just seems a bit harsh.
I felt like I needed a bit more from it.
Really?
It was a good game. It was a good game. And I do like...
predates Dream
My
Phone.
favourite part is like checking out, like you say, the cards and these lovely dudes, and based on what they're wearing, and... Yeah.
Right then, so it's on to Party Mania, is it?
Yeah.
Right then. See you in a bit.
Bye.